This is the Dzogchen Sende Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For multiple decades, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that you would not have to. It is Yoda early Monday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. And remember, the moment you have a specific question about the philosophies or techniques that support meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window, for I tend to check for questions about once every 13 minutes or so. Let's begin with Mahayoga's union of wisdom and letting go, which is known by many names, including Tokal's leap over pride's obstruction to omniscience. The Buddha taught that all that we experience could be placed into one of 4 categories: the circumstantial, the physical, the interpersonal, and the mental. So right now, let's begin with the circumstantial. Please, this would be a great opportunity for you to join me on the TubeApp simulcast. If you're seeing text on your screen as well as my funny face, then you're exactly where you need to be. Together. As we relax into our exhalation, all the stressful circumstances, all lots we saw during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable, empty, or void, as an archetype's real or imagined paradise, per land or vati, comprised only of light. Okay, so we have a metaphor and a simile. I'd like to explain this. Most complex life forms on this planet have evolved to, let me rephrase it. Most complex sentient beings on this planet have evolved to think symbolically. That is why in every culture we find figures of speech. So let's reverse engineer the metaphor of emptiness. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel as non-graspable as a vast empty void. When I was in 4th grade, I had the good fortune to be taught that a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Therefore, we have to ask the question, what? What is a real-world example of a non-graspable, vast empty void? How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn? For although it looks tantalizing to the eye, it feels non-graspable to the hand. So I see the typo and I want to address it right now, so please bear with me. I'll walk you through the process. What I'm doing is I'm going to my browser. I'm opening Canva. Let's see. I'm accepting cookies, and I'm waiting for it to open to the next page, and then the page after that. And I'm looking for the template. Here we go. So I'm scrolling down. Please bear with me. Well, this is taking longer than expected. Okay, I think this is it. Ah. Okay, well, so much for that false alarm. Thank you for your patience. Now, we've lost momentum, so what I'm going to do is jump back a page and recapture it together. As we relax into our exhalation, all the stressful circumstances or lots we saw during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable, empty, or void, as an archetype's real or imagined paradise per land of Hati comprised only of light. So it's not your job to believe or disbelieve in the reality of an archetype, but just treat it as an archetype. So now we're going to bring our experience, we're now going to, during our inhalation, we're going to silently and mentally recite the 8-syllable synopsis of what we just chanted. Lots like Vati, seen yet empty. This is not something to believe. This is not something to visualize. We are already wired to see as we breathe in. We do not have to force that. We're already wired to relax as we breathe out. We do not need to force that. So as we breathe out, or let me rephrase it. We're already wired to experience the non-graspability during our exhalation. There's no need to force that. During our exhalation, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa. Inhalation. Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa. Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa, Om Tare Nunani Nuri Suwa. Om Tare Nunani tani dure sawa, om tani dure sawa, om tani dure sawa. Mindfulness is as close as our next inhalation. Meditation is as close as our next exhalation. Let us now switch gears to the physical. As we relax into our exhalation, all the stressful bodies or forms we felt during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable, empty or void, as an archetype's real or imagined body, deva or yatang, comprised only of light. Forms like yadam, felt yet empty. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure if that was a boo-boo or not. I think it was a boo-boo. Okay, so let's do this silently. I apologize for these typos that I need to deal with. I think I'll deal with this after class. This is page 7. Let's continue. We turn our attention now to the interpersonal. As we relax into our exhalation, all the stressful interpersonal phenomena or speech we heard during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable, empty or void, as an archetype's real or imagined speech or mantra comprised only of light. speech like mantra, heard yet empty. We turn our attention now to the mental. As we relax into our exhalation, all stressful perceptions, emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, imaginings, all minds. We notice during our previous inhalation could feel as non-graspable, empty, or void, as an archetype's mind symbolized by a syllable, seed, or bija comprised only of light. Minds like bija, clear yet empty. We shift gears now to Hatha Yoga's union of awareness and letting go, which is known by many names, including Sutra Mahamudra and Treksho's slice through duality's obscuring emotions of dread and desire. As a preliminary practice, we will want to invite our real or imagined and subtle energies to coalesce upon the crown of our head. The most efficient way to do that is for us to chant the Lama Kyeno, which could translate into English as "Teacher, come to this crown." The bronze represents us, the meditator. The red figure represents either the amalgam of all those who have mastered the teachings or simply all the teachings. What we're going to do is snap our thumb and index finger as we chant the preposition this together. Lama, come to this crown. Lama, come to this crown. Lama, come, teacher, come to this crown. Let us not make the mistake of actively focusing upon either our nostrils or our breath, for active focusing can so exhaust the medial prefrontal cortex just behind our forehead that it triggers our amygdala at the bottom of our brain, the seat of both anxiety and aggression. Instead, let us emulate an enthusiastic piano student who is so enthralled with the sheet music and the keyboard that they merely hold the sound of the metronome in passive peripheral awareness. As we passively notice air enter our nostrils, let us silently and mentally recite the adverb passively and the participle watching. As we breathe out, let us physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath. For a total, and let me do some quick math. For a total of 52 breaths. Whoops, that is really unfortunate, and I hope that hasn't been going this whole time. So what I'm going to do is tap button 4. So let us begin by counting 12 mantras. Every time we silently and mentally recite the syllable Om, we can advance our right thumb up the sets of creases found upon the underside of our fingers, beginning at the bottom of our right little finger and ending at the top of our right index finger. We begin with passively watching. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Passively watching. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. That took approximately 1 minute. If you would like to meditate, practice mantra meditation for an additional 12 minutes. Might I suggest counting 12 sets of 12 inhalations each? We keep track of those 12 sets on our left hand. Let us begin by touching the tip of our left thumb to the lower set of creases of our left little finger, and then rest this wrist upon our left knee. Let us return our attention to our right hand. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Having completed another 12 mantras, we can now advance our left thumb to the second set of creases on our left little finger. Now that you get the idea of how we proceed, let's rest each wrist upon its knee. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa, Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sawa. Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, 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 Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa. So let's explore how this meditation business works. Every time we inhale, our sympathetic nervous system has evolved to automatically notice, vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly. To notice perceptions, emotions, intentions, thoughts, memories, and imaginings. Be they external or internal, physical or mental, pleasurable or painful, interesting or boring, convenient or arduous, glorious or grotesque. It's not our job to indulge our dread by pushing emotions away. It's not our job to indulge our desire by reaching for emotions. It is enough to simply notice them and relax in harmony with our breathing. Think of it this way. As we relax into our relaxing recitation of the 10-syllable mantra, whatever enthusiasm or reluctance to practice we might have watched during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just one of many emotions. So we are not to transcend dread and desire, we are to transcend their tyranny. Doing so is as easy as sitting and breathing and watching and chanting. Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, 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 Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa. Excuse me. Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, 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 All right, let's check over here. And let's shift gears. Let's shift gears to Honor Yoga's union of bliss and letting go, which is known by many names, including Bindu Mahamudra or Tikle's channels, winds, and drops. The preliminary practice is for us to gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce in our chest. The easiest way to do that is for us to chant the Lama no Jor, which translates as teacher blend with this mind. This bronze image represents us, the meditator. This red image represents the amalgam of all those who have mastered the teachings, or simply all the teachings. Together. Teacher blend with this mind. Teacher blend with this mind. Teacher blend with this mind. As we inhale, so in addition to the lettering on the screen being teal instead of white, we've replaced the participle watching with the one feeling. It's just that simple. As we inhale, let us silently and mentally recite passively feeling. There's no need to do anything else. There's no need to force it. There's no need to repress anything. We're just playing with words in harmony with our breathing. As we exhale, we're going to physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra. Excuse me. 3 times per breath for a total of 52 breaths. Now, if you've just joined, I wish to get you up to speed with the finger work. Every time we chant the syllable Om, let us advance our right thumb across the sets of creases found upon the underside of our fingers, beginning with the lower set of creases on our right little finger, concluding with the higher set of creases upon our right index finger. Let us practice together right now for 4 breaths. Om Dhani 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 Suva 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 Om Dhani 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 Suva. So that took about a minute. If we wish to meditate or practice mantra meditation for an additional 12 minutes, we could count 12 sets of 12 mantras each. We could count those sets on our left hand, beginning by touching the tip of our left thumb to the lower set of creases upon our left little finger. Let us now rest our left wrist upon our left knee, and return to counting ohms on our right hand. Om Dhani 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 Suva 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 nani nuri sawa, Om Dari nani nuri sawa, Om Dari nani nuri sawa, Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa. In preparation for our next 12 repetitions of the 10-syllable mantra, we could advance our left thumb. And now we get the idea of how to count sets as well as mantras. Let's rest each wrist upon its knee. Om Dhani Nani Nuri Sawa, 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 Om Dhani Nani Dhani Nuri Sawa Om Dhani Nuri Nuri Sawa Om Dhani 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 Nuri Let us shift gears. To Mahayoga's union of love and letting go, where we bring our neurotic needs and desires into the peaceful path of manifesting mental, interpersonal, physical, and circumstantial happiness for all beings everywhere. This is known by many names, such as Tantra Mahamudra, or Tokal's leap over jealousy's obstruction to omniscience. Since our anterior cingulate gyrus is already wired for empathy, and our oxytocin-oriented reward system is already wired for cooperation, let's practice mental wishing love. May each being's experience of the mental now be as peacefully wise as the mind of an archetypical Buddha symbolized by our bija syllable. Bija wise for all minds. During our exhalation, we physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva. No, Virginia, it is not our job to visualize or believe or reason. All we're doing is playing with words as we breathe in and relax into the mantra as we breathe out. It's just that simple. Perhaps that is why the Buddha taught that one could master this path in as little as 7 days. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suva. Let us switch gears to the interpersonal. May each being's experience of the interpersonal be as joyfully loving as the speech of an archetypical Buddha symbolized by a mantra. Mantra love for all speech. The more we make the mistake of actively concentrating and actively contemplating, the more we trigger our amygdala, the seat of anxiety and aggression, which is a bummer. However, when we set concentration and contemplation aside and instead passively cooperate with our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, our anterior cingulate gyrus, the seat of empathy, is automatically stimulated. So love is our default mechanism, as is cooperation, regardless of the lies of capitalism. Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa. Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa. Dialectic, oopsie. Dialectic materialism teaches us that the physical world affects the mental world. So by reading and by hanging out with other people who want to make sure that the needs of all beings are met in the most wonderful way, the easier it is for us to escape the tyranny of our survival mechanisms and really be guided by the empathy and the cooperation that are the birthright of our anterior cingulate gyrus and our oxytocin-oriented reward system. We switch gears to the physical. May each being's experience of the physical not be as healthy. Well, good morning, Jackie. May each being's experience of the physical not be as healthy as a form of anotypical Buddhism balas via Yidam. Yidam health for all forms. Once again, visualization is not required. It's actually a distraction. All we need to do is passively play with these words as we breathe in and relax into the mantra as we breathe out. Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Nuni Nuri Suwa. Let us conclude with the circumstantial. May each being's experience of the circumstantial now be lavish with a good fortune or boon. As the lot of an archetypical Buddha, symbolized by a paradise pure land or Vati. Vati boon for all lots. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Having sat for the better part of an hour, we might find it refreshing to knock out 7 spiritual squat thrusts after reviewing bodhicitta and refuge. In our compassion, may we long to free all beings from the toxic tyranny of dread, desire, and delusion, metaphorically known as the 3 mental poisons. In our pragmatism, may our liberation of all others be fueled by our mastery of the 3 wish-fulfilling jewels of following the Buddha's example, applying his instructions, and cooperating with the students. All right. The 8-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted reads, "May we free all through the 3 jewels." If you wish to knock out some squat thrusts with me, some geriatric squat thrusts, you're welcome to join me. I'm going to take a moment to swing the laptop around. Oof, here we go. May we free all through the 3 jewels. 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 You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. For Meditate Like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers just like you. In approximately 9 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's dusk practice of Meditate Like a Jedi. Thanks for the love, Jackie, you too. Right back at you. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.